Hey all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for a 4 versus 4 with the Mad Hive. The map is Sand Canyon, and I have spawned as the Pink Zerg. My allies are Contrarian, the Yellow Protoss, Night Clone, the Green Protoss, and Spartan, the Orange Protoss. So I'm feeling a little bit crowded out by Protoss here. Maybe I can find some sympathy with our opponents, who are Supernova as the Purple Terran, Killers Inc. as the Blue Terran, Dark Skyan as the Teal Zerg, and Gadabekt. Gadabekt? I guess that's how you pronounce it. Gadabekt is the Red Terran. So the map is Sand Canyon. This is a ladder game, so we have no idea who these people are. And I'm currently enjoying myself a nice Puerto Rican beverage. Responsibly, of course. And doesn't look like it's going to be for anything exciting happenings in this game. We can see anything interesting early on in what people are doing. Nah, it's just the typical junk. Now, I think Night Clone is commenting on how Contrarian wants to go Void Rays. And we had just played another game, which I don't know if I'm going to cast that one yet or not, where I was a Protoss and I actually went Mass Void Rays, and so he's beginning to notice a pattern. But I was just mimicking Contrarian, who does like his Void Rays. I'll give him that. He does like his Void Rays. And Dark Skyan's just got an Overlord scouting his own allies' base, as is his wont. Well, my Overlord's going to be scouting in a far more productive direction. And we see typical wall for Terran. Still a bit of a gap there, but it doesn't look like it's something you can block off with just 3 buildings. Maybe if he'd gotten another barracks, he could have finished that wall off. And what other kind of walls? Oh, we got a big gap here, so this wall off really isn't doing anything right now. So yeah, it doesn't look like. Well, this one looks like it might be a lot harder to wall off because of the way his buildings are turned. So I don't know. That's Terran for you, always building their walls. Yeah, you don't see that as often for Protoss, and of course, you know, Zerg. We're just that brave. We're like, psh, wall off. I welcome you into my base. And I'm thinking I'm going to be the first one hit because as I'm on the wings, our allies, or our opponents, if they're going to rush, are probably either going to come up the north side of the map or the south side of the map. And how far is it to my opponents? You know, through the grassy knoll, past the rocks, and some more rocks. And yeah, so it's not really that far between us. And I want to speed this up here because this is just dull. Let's get some action going right here. And I'm going to get rid of the production tab. That's probably a lot to see right now. We do have, well, I guess we do have me early expanding. I think it was my job to macro, maybe. I don't know. If you guys were reading the chat while I was gibbering on, talking about nonsense, then you might know what I'm doing, because I certainly don't. Fine Puerto Rican beverage. And it looks like Contrarian is going to expand. Does like his early expands as well. I don't see anyone else. Oh, wait, no. We do have an expand here for Dark Skyan. Did not see that one going down. And it looks like, you know, a lot of times in these 4v4s, I find a lot of times the opponents just want to get together a small army, come and hit one of us, and we die. But it looks like this one might be a little more macro intensive. It looks like Contrarian is getting out his first Void Ray. I think that's his first Void Ray, unless he's got one prowling about in the map, and I am not going to go hunting around the map for no Void Rays. It looks like got a couple Overlords here just sitting here chatting with each other. Nothing exciting there. Oh, it looks like, yeah. These Marines actually just chased off my Overlord. Got a little bit too nosy. And it looks like his wall-off is going to be complete with that reactor there. And he's pumping out a Ghost. Oh, where's the Ghost Academy? So we got early Ghost Academy. We're already researching Cloak. So 6 minutes in and we're going to have Ghosts. And throwing down another barracks, which seems sensible since you got a reactor here. You can only make one Ghost at a time unless he gets another tech lab on something. What do we got here? Oh, it's just a group of Zerg. I just thought that was a building. Like, how would a Zergling get a building right there at the end of his ramp? I've got my own complement of Zerglings. Going to my lair tech. Oh, and we got a Void Ray from Contrarian over my base. Always a good secure thing in case some Zealots come running in, which is known to happen. And it looks like I've grabbed the watchtower to kind of eye anybody coming up the center of the map, although it doesn't really watch the wings. Not really a good way to watch that. I suppose, well, I do have an overlord here. Oh, that overlord's not well positioned. He needs to be right down here. I think I said he was one of my first overlords, and I kind of lost track of him. I didn't look back to see what he was looking at. I'm getting a little bit of lag here right now. Not sure why that is. Very unusual. And we got a probe scouting here for Nightclone. Looks like he's going to swing by the watchtower, maybe look for me. No, he's going to be throwing down a proxy pylon. And this unless someone goes quickly for this base, this could be hard to spot because who's going to scout right there. I'm still getting an obscene amount of lag here. It's really starting to annoy me. Oh, and we do have a move out. Looks like Nightclone's moving out with some stalkers. No upgrades on the stalkers yet. Is he getting any upgrades up and coming? No upgrades yet, but it looks like he's probably going to start reinforcing right here. Gotta be careful because he's he might have seen him slip by, but he's awful close to getting spotted. But he's going to be getting more. Oh, we do have a small Terran force right here, and it looks like these stalkers are coming in, and they're gonna find these Zerglings, and they're gonna make quick work of them. And let's see how quickly his opponents spring, or his allies spring into action. And there's nothing yet, and he's gonna walk right into this base, and there's nothing to defend it right now, and he's not even producing anything. What is he producing back here? Spore Crawlers. Well, the Spore Crawlers are going to do absolutely nothing against these stalkers. And the Queen goes down, and now the drones are going to have to run, but it's just going to be a shooting gallery for these stalkers. Oh, and he has Blink too, but he's going to blink into this force, and yeah, he's going to have to retreat back into this base, but he's already caused a bit of havoc. And we got some reinforcing Zealot stalkers here from Spartan. Oh, he blinks down to the Dark Scions expansion. So the Blink Stalker's proving to be very wily, and a couple of more are absolutely worthless Spore Crawlers. And he's gonna try to run back to his main base. It looks like he is, and yeah, Nightclone won't be able to blink back into that base. So this probably is gonna be his last stand. His Marines and Marauders are gonna come in and clean things up. We got over here. Oh, it looks like Spartan slipped into Gadabek's base and chased his workers off the line. So a bit of havoc being caused right here on the southern front. And we do have some reinforcing stalkers here from Nightclone, but they aren't quite moving in. Oh, these stalkers cut away. They must have blinked around the army. I don't know how that happened. And are they going to blink all the way? Are they going to blink up? Are they going to blink up? No, they're going to let themselves get killed. No, they do blink up, and they might... Oh, no, they're going to actually drive this force away. You know, quick scan. They can do quite a lot. And there comes the scan, but they weren't quite close enough to do a lot of damage, and... Wow, that was kind of exciting. I'm gonna have to have a bit of sip of a Puerto Rican beverage. So Nightclone is just getting a mass Stalker army. Oh, but the siege tanks are sieged up. Oh, and they are getting some vision here. So yeah, a scan there is going to give them some vision. So they're going to have to back off because that would be very ill-advised. And I think this pylon is going to be next, which will end any reinforcements. So here comes some Zerglings for me. No upgrades on my Zerglings just yet, but they will help Nightclone a bit here. Oh, and this is not a very big force. We could easily take this out, and he's got to better run. Oh, we should have just taken that out. We are going to try to chase him down. Nightclone is going to throw down a ping. And yeah, Killer's Inc. realizes that he's way outclassed, but he's going to run into a bunch of Hydras from Dark Sky, but with nothing to protect these Hydras, Zerglings get quick surround, and Stalkers are just going to chew them up. And it looks like the warp in from Nightclone is going to continue. And it looks like, well, it looks like I finally got some infestors out, but that's not important right now. And we're going right back into Dark Sky's base, who probably just was breathing a sigh of relief that he survived the last attack, but now his work line just got decimated. My Zerglings just decimated his worker line, and now we're going to be focusing down the lair. And here comes some reinforcements again from Killer's Inc., but not a lot. He's going to need a lot more than that to deal with this force. And the lair is going down, and down goes the lair, and the Hydralisk Den is going to be next, and that is going to be very bad for Dark Skyon, who doesn't have much right now. Oh, but here comes a huge force for Gadabekt, Marine Marauder, and yeah, my Zerglings have engaged that in a horrible place, so they are going to run out and go right for Dark Skyon's spawning pool. Nightclone's going to blink out. Mass Spine Crawler trying to go down, but yeah, and he's going to cancel those because I've said it before and I'll say it again. When the enemy is in your base, it is too late to build Spine Crawlers. And the spawning pool goes down. I'm going to try to focus down the Baneling nest next because I know I can't possibly get out of there, so I'm just going to do as much damage as possible. And Dark Scion is going to GG and leave the game. Whew, so it is now down to a 4 versus 3, and oh, we got a ping here. Oh, I've got some, looks like I've got some Supernova in my base. I'm not really sure what kind of damage they did, but I'm going to need some Zerglings there. Oh, they got some Ghost cloaked in here too. I don't think I have any... No, I don't have any spotters right here, or I don't have any detection here, and he's going to fire off a nuke. I'm going to get off the fungal growth, but I can't even see that these ghosts are in there. And oh, the ghost with the nuke survives. There were 2 ghosts there, and the wrong one goes down, and here comes the nuke. Boom! And there goes my entire working line and my geyser, and the infestation pit is going to take a bit of damage. And there's still 2 ghosts around in this base, causing me problems. And all I've got right now looks like are infestors, and I can hear the ghost shooting, but I never got a good angle on where on earth it was. And I just am getting an Overseer. I need to do something about this ghost who, I guess I'd say he could try sniping, but then he would be quickly out of cloak and be in big trouble. And now I've got the Overseer. You gotta spot this ghost. He does spot the ghost. Now we just need something to kill it. And looks like I've got my eggs targeted on him. Yep, and the ghost is going to quickly go down. So meanwhile, we got Spartan putting up a Stalker Marauder Force, going to kill off these tanks from Killer's Inc. And it looks like Contrarian's Void Rays are going to town on Got It Backed. And here comes Spartan to reinforce. This could be really bad for them. And it looks like we're taking expansions in the middle of the map now. Here comes some more Marine tanks. And Killer's Inc. is really not getting up very big forces at all, and we need to focus down those tanks, honestly. Get the Immortals on the tanks, because that's where they're going to do their best damage. They are not good at killing Marines. Let the Stalkers handle that. And yeah, this force for Spartan is going to go down, and they didn't kill enough Marines for these Void Rays to feel comfortable right now, but they are fairly well charged. And so let's see how well they stand up. Oh, one of them is going to go down, but here comes 2 more to take his place. But then here come a bunch of Marines, and I think Contrarian would be wise to get his Void Rays out of there. Now they're just getting chewed up now. Yeah, he probably should have evacuated. Yeah, well, it's a little late to evacuate those warp prisms now, or Void Rays now. Warp prisms. Warp prisms would not cause this much damage, at least not by themselves. And the SCVs are causing a tidal wave the Marines can't get through. It might save these Void Rays. Oh no, one goes down. Is this Void Ray gonna get out? Nope. Okay, so they all went down. So he kind of waited way too long to evacuate those Void Rays. But a lot of damage was dealt, and there's still only 3 of them left to do any sort of defense. It looks like Supernova's still doing okay. Have I rebuilt much? I just got some Zerglings right now. Where are my infestors? Do I still have my infestors? I do still have my... Oh, I think I retreated them back to my expansion while I was a little unsure who was in my base, and before I got some Zergling forces back up, which I there a ton of resources. I think I was a little larva-starved. And I'm going to start busting down these rocks. Let's see if I actually am larva-starved. I got 5 there, and 5. So I got 10 larvae. I should be making something with those right now. So we hit a bit of a lull. Oh, no, those are just some people defending... Got It Back to his, pretty much mined out his main. It looks like he's going to be taking an expansion, except he's going to have a problem building right here, because there's a bit of a creep problem, I'm going to have to say. Oh, he's going to kill the creep tumor. Well, why not? And apparently I'm ready to go to tier 3, but right now we got a bit of a bigger force here for Killers Inc., who has not put together much of a scary force yet, but he's got Marines, some tanks, and Thor is here! Oh, and I already got he's already got a Hellion in the probe line. And we got nothing to defend this right now, so it's going to cause a lot of damage to Nightclone's expansion. And I'm going to bring some Zerglings in on the backside, which, if I can get him on that Thor... Oh, no, the Thor is going to survive. He's taking some splash damage from the tanks, though. So I did soften the Thor up quite a bit, but here comes some reinforcing Marines for Supernova. He's going to stem, but here comes Psystorm all over the top of this army, which is going to cause a ton of damage. I don't even know where those Templar, where those Templar are. That had probably just completely decimated it, and we just are going to repel this. Oh, and there come my infestors, a little late to the party. They're a bit slow getting around there, even though they were just, you know, over here. And meanwhile, they got another Stalker Immortal Force from Spartan here, over here at Gata Beck's base, and he doesn't have much to defend it, and I don't see anyone moving to help him. Wait, there's someone moving to help him. Oh, no, wait, that's just Contrarian. So it doesn't look like there's much they can do about this. Nobody seems to be moving to defend Gata Beck, and now he's lifting off buildings to escape, which means he's going to make this one Marine, and that'll be it. And that Marine's going to pop out, and probably did anyone see that Marine? They didn't even have time to get through orientation before he died. And here come more Void Rays for Contrarian, and these buildings are just fleeing everywhere. Where could they possibly go? I guess they could go here where he's mass mining. And we're moving out with a bunch of probes. I don't know where they're going. They're probably just expanding, or maybe they're going to this expansion. Look, he's got quite a bit of saturation here already. Maybe use a little bit more. And we're pinging here. I guess they figure that this is where Gata Beck is going. This starport has 0 chance of survival because the SCVs can't get through those rocks. He would have to fly it back here to do a repair job on it. So that starport is not long for this world. And oh, Contrarian's actually trying to expand down here, but his probes can't get through. There's rocks there. Oh, we have a carrier for Contrarian now, which is going to complement these Void Rays quite well, although it doesn't look like they're going to need it because these buildings are done. And all these SCVs for Gata Beck are going to be fleeing towards his allies. Oh, we got some more Thors here. They do have the +1 attack upgrade and a bunch of Marines with +1 attack for a Supernova, plus a single Marauder, and we're going to be wasting medevac energy on SCVs that are really not going to be of much use here anymore. But this Force for Killers Inc. is moving out. Marines have 1 armor. Thors have 1 attack. So going for a bit of a beefy force. Oh, and this could be bad. These Voiders are going to take a ton of damage. They might clean it up. The carrier is certainly going to help. And it looks like they are going to thin out the Marines. And Thors, I don't think, are very good against Void Rays, although they are clumped up, which will help take increased damage from the splashes of Thors anti-air. But in the end, it's just destroyed. And Nightclone is going to come and help out, but I don't think his services were quite necessary. And what do we got here? We got a pretty scary force. Oh, and Killers Inc. is going to GG and leave the game, but it looks like Nightclone is not, or Supernova is not done. And Gata Beck is going to do something with those SCVs, or yes, or no, or... And now he's just going to get in the way. And oh, they're going to run into these Stalkers from Nightclone, which is going to slow him down for a little bit. But they will be able to easily take this out because there's not a lot there. And here come a lot more Stalkers and Templars from Nightclone. A couple of other various infantry units, which are not going to be that important. And they're going to move on this creep, so I know they're coming. And looks like I got to bring my Infestors in here. Oh, they're going to start attacking Nightclone's expansion. And I need to have some fungal growth. There's one fungal growth. There's another fungal growth. We get a fungal growth up here. Fungal growth on almost this entire army, but it looks like I'm also losing all my Infestors in the process. I got to get them out of there or burrow them or something. Run, Infestors, run. Here comes a Psystorm on the backside on all these SCVs, and I've got some Corruptors here. Apparently I was trying to go for Broodlords. Didn't quite make it just yet. And another Psystorm trying to hit those medevacs maybe. Maybe a feedback. There's enough. Just feedback all these medevacs, but it looks like we're going to clean up these Marines. Yeah, we're going to clean up these Marines. And another Psystorm is going to... And those Psystorms were wasted. No, he's already moving in. They're going to walk units through it. Oh! His Psystorm killed my Infestors! Oh! I'm going to have a talk with him about that. He actually killed the remainder of my Infestors with the Psystorms that hit nothing but my Infestors. I'm going to pump out some more Zerglings. I am actually going to get the Broodlords now, which they don't have any upgrades yet. Where's my Greater Spire? Back here. Tucked safely in the back, but no attack upgrades yet. What about... Oh, looks like I will have... Yeah, I do have 3-3 on my Zerglings, which means I also have 3-3 on my Broodlings. And do I have the Zergling Adrenal Glands? I don't have the Adrenal Glands yet. I probably forgot this. Oh, but looks like we're going to move on to Supernova's base. He can't cause my allies to Psystorm my Infestors and not expect to pay for it. And this is a very small force to hold this off. All he's got is the high ground advantage and is quickly diminishing. And we could use a couple more carriers here. Oh, and a Psystorm's going to go on top of this army, and that is going to help thin it out considerably. And my Zerglings are going to start swarming in. Oh, we got a Ghost here, but this Ghost is not going to do much good. Oh, and we get another nuclear missile coming. And here are my Broodlords. They've arrived. They're just going to start causing havoc to these buildings, but we still have nothing to spy this Ghost, and the nuke looks like it's going to land. Oh, we got to get this move those units. Move them, hurry. Move them. Oh, and he's going to nuke half of Spartan's army, which... Understandably, he's not a very big army. Oh, and the Ghost is going to lose his cloak, and he is done. Some Broodlings will certainly take him out. And that is going to be the end of Supernova. And Supernova's gonna leave the game, and I think that just leaves... Oh, and there's Spartan. I guess that just leaves Gata Becht in his 3 SCV army. Okay. So it's us against 3 SCVs. Oh, 4 SCVs. My mistake. And 3 mules, but I'm not counting the mules because they will be dead soon. Whew. Pardon me while I have some Puerto Rican beverage. So I guess it's just a matter of finding this last base. It looks like we were straying all over the map trying to find it. My Broodlords, yeah, they're not even heading in the right direction. They'll never get here in time. And it's up to a 5 SCV army. What kind of resources you got? He's got a ton of resources. Build a barracks or something. I don't know. Contrarian's going to find it with his probe. And here come the Void Rays. And they're going to finish off this command center. So quite an interesting game, but I think we did pretty good causing a lot of aggression and fending off the couple attacks they did have against us. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was kind of a fun game. I didn't feel like I quite got on my game, but you know, someone's got to kind of sit back and take a couple of lumps while the carriers come out. My goodness, that's a lot of carriers. Where were those this entire game? But I hope you enjoyed it, and have a day.